Please rise while the service covers are placed. Let us remember the United States Army. Let us remember the United States Navy. Let us remember the United States Air Force. Let us remember the United States Coast Guard. Let us remember the United States Marine. Let us remember the United States citizen. Thank you. You may be seated. I'll explain the meaning of each of the items on this table. The table is round to show our everlasting concern for our missing men and women. Remember, the tablecloth is white to symbolize the purity of their intentions when answering the call to duty for our beloved country. Remember, a lone candle symbolizes a prisoner alone against his or her oppressors, dreaming of a day when they would be free. Remember, the candle is tied with a black ribbon, reminding us that many will not be coming home, for they gave the ultimate sacrifice. Remember. A single red rose displayed in a vase represents the blood they shed to ensure the freedom of our nation. Remember. The vase is tied with a red ribbon to symbolize the ribbons worn by thousands who keep their memories alive and demand a proper account of our missing. Remember. A lemon slice represents their bitter fate if we do not bring them home. Remember. Salt on the plate symbolizes the countless volunteers of their family and friends who keep the faith and await their return. Remember. The Bible represents the strength to carry on, gained through faith, one nation under God. Remember. The American flag represents all soldiers from all wars, brave men and women who preserve the rights, privileges, and freedoms that we enjoy today. Remember, the glasses are inverted. They cannot toast with us at this time. Remember. Their chairs are empty. They are not here. They are missing. Remember. The soldier stood and faced God, which must always come to pass. He hoped his shoes were shining just as brightly as his brass. Step forward now, soldier. How shall I deal with you? Have you always turned the other cheek? To my church have you been true? The soldier squared his shoulders and said, no, Lord, I guess I ain't, because those of us that carry guns can't always be a saint. I've had to work most Sundays, and at times my talk was tough, and sometimes I've been violent, because the world is awfully rough. But I never took a penny that wasn't mine to keep, though I worked a lot of overtime when the bills just got too steep. And I've never passed a cry for help, though at times I shook with fear. And sometimes, God, forgive me, I've wept unmanly tears. I know I don't deserve a place among the people here. They've never wanted me around except to calm their fears. And if you've a place for me, Lord, it needn't be so grand. I've never expected or had too much, and if you don't, I'll understand. There was a silence all around the throne where the saints had often trod, as the soldier waited quietly for the judgment of his God. Step forward now, you soldier. You've borne your burdens well. Walk peacefully on heaven's streets. You've done your time in hell. As you look upon the table with its 6 empty seats, do not remember ghosts from our past, but remember the friends, neighbors, and loved ones who love life and freedom as we do. Remember their sacrifice, and let it remind us that we must rededicate ourselves to secure the release of any and all American prisoners from all wars, and to bring home the remains of those who died for God and country. May God forever bless our defenders of freedom, past and present, and keep watch over them and their families. Please rise for taps. This will conclude the ceremony for American Legion Loyal Service Post 37. Just a reminder, according to the DoD, there are 80,000 soldiers still unaccounted for from all of the wars. It is our job to remember. Thank you.